Welcome to my first ever Tarkov tier list video. So today we've got all 29 keys from customs. We're going to review them all the way from scav tier to fence tier at the bottom here. So we've got 29 keys down here. So I have colour coordinated these. Also apologies for these being quite squashed. I made these in Photoshop, but I wasn't too sure what the resolution maximum on this, so it kind of squished them down a bit. But the blue ones are all the one-off keys that are just for one room and have no correlation really between each other that much. But all the red ones are for dorms. I know dorms is the ones that everyone wants to know about as well, so we've got all the dorms ones here as well. But I think before we get to dorms, we're going to do these ones as well, since these are kind of more of the common keys that you're more likely to find. Plus, I believe that I believe most of these are actually more useful than these ones, although some of these ones are the best keys within customs. So yeah, there'll be more of these in the future, by the way, just as a heads up. We're going to be doing keys for every map as well, plus doing tips and tricks, and also doing Tarkov news as well. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification down below as well. And also, if you agree or disagree, especially if you disagree with any of these, let me know which one, and leave a comment down below and I'll reply to it to see if I think you're right or not, see if you can change my mind. So yeah, I'll stop wasting your time there, let's just get into it. So the first one that we have, sorry my hair's in the way, the first one we have is gas office room. Gas office room is within what I call new gas station. It is between the factory and old gas station pretty much. It's just, sorry, not in between, it's at, you've got new gas station, you've got the transfer with the factory emergency exit key, which we have here, and then we've got the factory area, then it's the old gas station. I don't know if anyone else calls it new gas station, just because the other one is definitely called old gas station. I just call the other gas station new gas station. So what would I give this? I think I'm floating for a B tier in my opinion. It does have a safe in it as well. I think it does have a couple of other items randomly spawning out on the shelves as well, just like the other one as well. The only problem is it's kind of like scav heavy, plus it's a high foot traffic area for PMCs, and also Rochelle can spawn there. That whole place, especially at the moment with there being a lot more money in cash registers and safes at the moment, it is worth it at the moment because all the traders are gone, even though they just came back. But because of this whole thing going on as well, it might be worth it at the moment. But in general, I think it would be worth going. But just bear in mind that Rochelle could be there, scavs will most likely be there, and PMCs like to go through there as well. Also, I should mention, just before I forget, before I go on with this video, everything that I'm about to say with these keys, they might change. A lot of these keys, a lot of loot within these places through random loot pool and even chosen designated rooms have been nerfed a little bit over time. So if you're watching this video in the future, things might have changed by now, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, this key doesn't really go for that much. I think you're looking at about 15,000, 20,000 if my memory serves me right for this. It's quite a cheap key. It does have a safe in there. Also, you can get very good finds within safes as well, and there could be little bits of loot there, but it's primarily that safe you're looking for, so I'd give it a B tier. The area is a bit risky, but yeah, I think it is worth it at the end of the day to get your hands on. So we've got gas storage. This door is literally parked right next to gas office room as well, so I think I'm definitely going to give this a C tier. Gas storage just contains, I believe, a medical bag, a medical duffel bag, and a medical box, pretty much. And yeah, it's all right if you need to get some tasks done, or you just want a bit of extra health because you're running low in your inventory for medical supplies. But I don't think it's a bad key necessarily, but I don't think it's anything amazing. I think if you can go to a new gas station and you really feel comfortable and you really don't feel like you're going to get into you're not going to get yourself into any danger anytime soon, then I think it could be worth a wee nosy about it. But ultimately the room doesn't hold anything that useful in my opinion. So, and I believe this key is going for less than 20 grand as well. It's a really cheap key, and I think it's actually going for about 9 or 10 grand. Hopefully, if my memory serves me right. And then apologies for these squished ones. I'll have to see what tier maker's resolution is. So, because I made all these in Photoshop myself, so I'll have to get the right resolution so it's not all cropped to high hell. So we've got portable bunkhouse. Yeah, I think an E. It's not fenced here in my opinion, but it's close. If my memory serves me right, the only reason you ever want to go here is for one task for Prapor, which I'll be doing straight after this, by the way. I need to go do that. There is a weapon, a weapon case in there, which obviously you can go and loot as well, but it's a very high traffic area. You're just on the cusp of the dorms area, plus you're within what I call the whole construction site area in general, plus the main road leading to the military checkpoint. And also the bridge leading over to the trailer parks. It's, for what it's in there and for what your chances of getting something good out of, and the fact that you've got to run up metal making a lot of noise, it is just not worth it in my opinion. You do one task in there, but if you're really, really confident there's no scavs about, there's no scav snipers, and there's no PMCs about, and you really want to have a nosy, and you do have that key on you, I suppose go for it. It's a free weapon case to open, but yeah, I wouldn't bother risking it most of the time, I just wouldn't. So, the next one we're getting into is... This is portable cabin key. God, these are so cropped, I can't even tell more keys here. Yeah, this is fenced here for sure. I can't remember, there's trailer cabin key and there's portable cabin key. I'm hoping I've got these. I kind of get confused with the cabin keys sometimes. I'm hoping I'm getting these ones right. The portable cabin key, I believe, has absolutely nothing in it, bar just a task. I'm sure I could be wrong about that, but I swore from the few times that I've used it trying to do this one task, that was it. It's one of those keys that the second you've done the task, it's worthless to you, just get rid of it pretty much. And even though it has a lot of uses, you just need to open it once, plant the thing there, and get it, and just extract pretty much. It's really, really not worth it in any way, shape or form. So yeah, it's absolutely not worth it at all. So I'm just going to give it an F tier. I'm hoping I've got my cabin keys right for sure. Is sure. Oh god, Jesus Christ! I've got a crumb. Apologies. I just realised I could have maybe spruced up the background a little bit on my webcam. But the next one is, yeah, it's another F tier. It's trailer cabin. I hope this is the right one. I think all you ever, and I mean ever, need this one for is just for the Golden Zibbo task for Prapor, I believe, if my memory serves me right. You literally just got to go to, I think you've got to go to another cabin, I believe, which is the next one, I think, if my memory serves me right. You pick up the Golden Zibbo from there, and you just place it in there and extract, boom, you've done the thing. That's it. It's literally nothing. There's literally nothing to loot. There's nothing to raid through. There's nothing randomly can spawn there. It is literally one of the most useless keys in Tarkov history. So it's straight fenced here. The unknown key, which I think I don't think the unknown key spawns anything. Nah, it's just dead. Yeah, it's another fenced here. Also, I should point out, if I'm looking down, it says I've left little mental notes just to make sure that I'm trying not to confuse myself at the moment. So I've just made little mental notes of every room that I have definitely visited. So if there's any missing down here, let me know, because it probably means I've not visited it, nor do I know about the key. So again, if I've missed any keys, let me know. But yeah, I just left little teeny mental notes just to make sure I don't kind of get on stream, because that could happen to me quite easily. But yeah, the unknown key, I think I used this once for a task. It also does spawn in a dead body of RUF extraction, I think it's called. Please tell me I've got that right. I don't want to sound like an idiot on live streaming in a video. But yeah, it spawns the dead body in the bush. It's guaranteed, as long as you're the first person there, you can always get the unknown key. I think it goes for about 18 to 22,000, so it's an easy 20k if you just run past the dead body, plus the predetermined dead body that always spawns there. Might have other good loot on them, but yeah, very, very, very high traffic area for the for scavs in general, and because it's an extraction and it's kind of a gateway to other places, especially with the construction site and leading over to old gas station. Just be careful of PMCs, and also people coming up the massive embankment coming from trailer parks leading over with the ghetto bridges as well. Also, I should mention that all these trailer cabin keys are absolutely worthless on the flea market. You're looking about 3,000 to 9,000 for one of them, so beyond dirt cheap. So again, absolutely worthless. This one I've not actually started using until a couple of weeks ago, because that's when I got it, but I have used it about 20 times roughly. So this is the USEC stash key. This is quite a good key in my opinion. I really do like it using it. Also, it's in one of the best rooms to loot that's not just instantly locked behind a key as well. Well, I know the two in here that they are locked behind the key, but the rest of the rooms where some of the juicy loot can be are definitely not. This opens, by the way, 2 rooms on the USEC stash, the whole building for it. It opens one that's basically represented the little bathroom area, and it opens one right underneath a set of stairs that leads up to where the Rolex spawn can be as well. So it opens 2 rooms as well. You can get into rooms without the key by doing a double jump with a teammate crouching, jumping in and jumping a window, break the window and get in. But I don't think you can jump out. That's the only problem. So as long as you've got the key, you can't unlock it. You can unlock it from the inside, I believe. But yeah, oh god, it is right beside an extremely high traffic scav area as well. And also PMCs know about this room because it is so good to go loot. Whether you've got the key for the 2 rooms or not, it's still worth it with all the unlocked rooms as well. And it is on the pathway to some extraction point, so while you're coming or going, there's always traffic there, and it is like the highest scav traffic point. I think this is going to be A tier. I can't say this is the same as this because this is clearly better. The 2 rooms, you'll have those like really like squared off smaller weapon boxes. Then you've got weapon crates, then you've got weapon boxes, then you've got coats that spawn, and random loose kind of bits and bobs that can spawn. I've had sugar spawn in there, which is like 90 grand as well, so I find A tier for USEC stash. I think this is going for somewhere between 50 and 100,000. It fluctuates between as well. All my keys here that I've used, I've all found these in raid. I've never bought a single one of these. So, but always check the prices, and if my memory serves me right, it's definitely somewhere between the 50 to 100,000 ish, I believe. But again, prices can always fluctuate depending on when you're watching this video. But yeah, definitely worth it. If you get the key, see how much it's selling for. If it's selling for under 100 grand, probably use it. It'll be worth it as well. Also, I believe one of the weapons trait has 2 crates inside one. It's kind of bugged or glitched out. I don't know if they fixed that or not, but apparently that's a thing. So here we go. Factory emergency exit. Yeah, it's scav tier. It is absolutely scav tier. Sorry, I've just noticed this should be a wee bit more centered. There we go. Yeah, the factory emergency exit key is honestly one of the best keys you could ever bring with you, period. Not just with customs, but a lot of other locations within Tarkov. Oh, pardon. Apologies. So, apologies again. So, just to give you a little quick, a wee bit of quick info, just in case you don't know what the factory emergency exit key is. It's one of the very, 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 very few keys that work in multiple maps, or work at least 2 or more maps. It is primarily used for the map factory, which is the smallest and easiest one to use. It allows you to extract through several gates and also the cellars as well as a PMC. The only place that you can extract on factory without a key is gate 3, I believe. That's a universal one for scavs and PMCs. I hope I've got that right as well. And yeah, every other place you need a key, although if someone has opened it to extract before you, it will be unlocked for everyone else, so you won't need a key at that point. It does work in other maps. Within customs, it works through the quick kind of cheat way, or through the little what would you call it, like checkpoint, kind of little guard's office room between new gas station, factory and old gas station, which requires 2 uses because there's 2 doors to get through to the other side. It also works as a ZB extraction underneath the construction site, where all of the mass loot is for the medical and weaponry as well, plus other ammunitions, and the LMG and the fully auto grenade launcher on top as well. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of that building, but it is the big giant building where Rashala can spawn as well, and it's heavy foot traffic. Rashala and his goons as well. And yeah, there's an extraction where you use your emergency exit to open the key to go underground. You extract through there through a ZB extraction. bearing in mind that you have to go to the factory building, which is perfectly right at the crossroads where you also use your factory key twice to turn the power on. If the power's not on, you can't extract there. But the second the power's on, you can go there and extract and open the door, then extract with your emergency exit key. Always have this on you for most of the locations that you go into. It is absolutely beyond S tier. It's not that difficult to find the coats on scavs and other places that you might find keys as well. And yeah, if you're really struggling to find one, just buy one off the flea market. It's about 31,000 for it off the flea market. And if you really are struggling, get anyone from any community on Discord to just drop you the key and just give you. I'm more than sure they'll be happy to, because it is a really cheap key for 30 grand for such a beyond lifesaver of 50 uses. It is worth your money. Sorry, I'll stop waffling on about the factory emergency exit key. So we've got the USEC stash key. Where did I? Oh shit, I've made 2 of these. Whoops, a daisy. I will have to put this here and I'll have to put this up here. Unless there's 2 USECs and I'm just being a bit bra moment. So yeah, I've made 2 USECs. USEC stash, there we go. Director's office key. Oh god, yeah. Oh, is it? Yeah, oh god, I don't know. Oh god, I think staff tier. This key is another cheap key. It goes for anywhere between, I think, like 15 to 30,000 as well. It is in Big Red Building at the very top, so it's not a place that people like to go because you've got to go so out your way. The only reason I would ever go up there if I spawn trailer park, unfortunately. Anything about trailer parks, anything to do with trailer parks is just horrible. It's just such an ugly place in customs, in my opinion. Because if you spawn, you've got to go to the complete opposite side of the map to extract. Or if you need to go for a task, you need to go from one side of the map to the other. It's an absolute headache. But no, apart of that, if you've actually got the key and you can actually get to the director's office, it has a safe, it has 3 PCs, it has a duffel bag, it has a coat, and it has a random spawn items throughout both rooms. There's 2 rooms in there. And also, there's a bin in the second room where you've got to breach the door open. It boots open, guaranteed, once you've unlocked the first door. Trust me, it just boots it and it'll come down. And within the bin, a documents folder can spawn in there, but I've yet to come across one myself. So yeah, for how cheap this key is, for the amount of different things you can loot and get easy money out of, the random stuff it drops in there as well, and the fact you could get a graphics card out of a PC, which I've done twice in that room now as well. Plus, I've found some extremely expensive keys, even some extremely expensive items just lying about in and out of searchable things as well. Also, there's a lot of tasks that need to be for you to go up there. I think there's about 2 or 3, maybe a 4th one potentially. So yeah, it's even brilliant for tasks and that. For how cheap it is and for how incredibly common it is to find, I think scav tier is definitely worth it. And customs for sure. It won't make you, well, most times it won't make you stupid do ally money, but it'll make you stupid money nonetheless. Military checkpoint. Jesus, I've only actually started using this key a few days ago. So take what I say with a pinch of salt on this one. I think B tier might be the right way forward, guys. I think B tier. My reason for B tier is, well, pretty much it's extremely good ammo and grenades that spawn in there, which if you're looking for if you're wanting very good ammo for guns that you're most likely going to use, or I mean, some people that I know will just find silly good ammo in red and just go find a gun to match it because they want to use the ammo as well. Some people do like to do that. Some people like to get the guns and just see what ammos to get with it. So it can give you really good ammo. I think it also has it's just grenades and armor. So I'm just looking at my wee notes there. Just grenades and ammo, pretty much. My only gripe, my only big giant issue, my pet peeve for this, it literally just constantly spawns scavs in there, and there's 2 potential sniper scavs looking at you. There could be one directly on military checkpoint at the top floor, literally right above your head as you're searching the room, and there could be one on one of the factory buildings just diagonally to you as well. Literally directly across from the USEC stash area as well, there could be a scav sniper there. The amount of scavs that just keep spawning is ridiculous. I've literally killed about 12 scavs in the space of 10 minutes being there. It's ridiculous as well. Also, I would almost go as far to say that most players, if not every player, will pass that at some point. So it's a very, very heavy traffic area for PMCs. So that can be another potential issue as well. So yeah, extremely noisy. Really, look everywhere. Have eyes on every single molecule in your head, pretty much, because they could come from anywhere. And those scavs are relentless there. They just keep spawning and spawning. But part of that, I think if you're looking for really good ammo, or you're just wanting to make some silly good money off the ammo, or just wanting grenades, because grenades on the market right now are really expensive for some weird reason. They keep inflating a little bit. So yeah, if you're wanting that and you're passing through it and everyone's dead and you feel really safe, you can just go in, unlock it very quickly, grab everything and just get out of there. So I think B tier is a fair one. Here we go. So that's all the normal ones done. So we're now on the dorms ones. I was wanting to do these, like do the second story one, then do the 3-story one only, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of muddle things up and I confused myself a few times, so I think I'm just gonna plow through these. Plus I have saved the best one to last, but we'll get into that. I'm sure you know which one that is, Melon and Box. So the first one, I believe, so this is cropped horribly. I think this is the 308 one. What did I say about the 308 in my opinion? Because I am struggling to remember it. Let me have a wee look at my notes here. Oh, yeah, I thought as much. This is the one with nothing in it, pretty much. Look how bad my writing is, by the way. This is literally what I've done. This is all the rooms with all the little bit of infos of me searching through them for the past few days to get this video done. God, I have the handwriting of fucking it's like, my handwriting literally looks like hieroglyphic dyslexia. It's so bad. But yeah, there's nothing in it. I think quite literally nothing spawns in this room ever, and I don't think you need it for a task. So it's literally just a worthless key. It's worthless. It sells for nothing. It's fenced here. This is 306 as well. What did I say for 306? I think this is another worthless one. Oh yeah, it's just, yeah, I think I saw money in this once. I think money can spawn in here, but again, money's kind of worthless in general, just finding it by itself, singular, so it's another F tier one for sure. So we've got 315, What did I say about, I think this is another worthless, yeah, nothing. Yep, so it's just another F tier. Apparently nothing spawns in here for the times that when I wrote this down a few days ago and I looked in this room a few times, just, yeah, nothing spawned in here whatsoever. 104, I think 104 is an okay-ish one out of the dorms one. I will say that a lot of the dorms ones are pretty worthless. There will be a lot in fenced here, I think, as well. What did I say about 315? Yeah, there's nothing in this one. I thought as much. I just thought as much. So yeah, 315 is... Oh, sorry, not 315, it's 104. I'm looking for, I'm a fucking idiot. I do apologise. What did I say about 104? Oh, sorry, there's... Yep. So this is the bottom floor one. There is a toolbox and a jacket. There's two of them. There's a jacket and a toolbox. Unless you're looking for some items, you might find a toolbox or potentially a jacket for a quest. Or, you just want to try and get a wee bit extra money. I don't think it's worthless, really. I think D tier's fine. Like, it's like what I've done with this list, just in case anybody's going, you've not been to these rooms, you're just scripting. Trust me, I'm not. It's just I've went to these rooms, I've wrote it down, so I don't have to sit there and do like Sherlock Holmes Mind Palace stuff. So the second I've done with it, I've wrote it down, nah, I don't like these rooms and stuff like that. I kind of gave my own little in the moment opinion about F or S tier pretty much. But yeah, yeah, 104 as well. Yeah, it's alright if you have the key and you don't have anything else to bring, or if you've got a key tool and it's not going to waste any space for a better key, then sure, bring it with you. You might as well, it's a wee bit extra money, but overall, it's nothing special at all. So let's see, where are the other ones? We have the 105, we have 105. What did I say about 105? 105 is just a safe in there. I know which one, because you're at 104 and 105 pretty much side by side, I believe. Well, of course, the other numbers the same, pretty much. And I hope I've got the right ones. I'm struggling to remember now. But yeah, from my mental notes when I played this a couple of days ago, 105 just has a safe in it, so anything with a save, I think C tier. It's nothing to go, oh my god, I've got the 105 key, but again, it's nothing it's nothing to say. It's nothing worthy of it, and I can't remember the prices of most dorm keys are just worthless because they just don't hold anything. But anything with a safe key will hold probably 20-ish thousand, give or take a wee bit of value on the market if I had to take a random guess. So the next one is 110. Now I know this one is definitely a good one, so I do remember it. It's just another safe one as well. It's on the ground floor as well. I think it's the one with a little note on it for some weird reason. Oh, pardon. I think another C tier. Again, it's just got a safe in it. I don't think it goes for that much. I think they're looking at about 20 grand, which for the fact you can open one safe and probably get your money back instantly. Never mind the other 49 or 99 tries you get out of these keys. I think it is definitely worth having you, but it probably won't bring you anything too spicy. But again, if you've got tons of space up your prison wallet, you've got a key tool or a docs case, and it's not going to waste any extra spaces where a better key can go in its place, then sure, go for it. It's all right. I can recommend it, but not got much of an opinion about it. So the next one is I know this one. This does have a safe in it, and also you need this for a task, and I believe it does have little extra items in it as well. So I remember completing this task about a month or two ago. What did I say about 114 safe? It does have a PC and a med box. That's it. I knew it had extra items in it for sure. I think with the 114, it's not A tier, is it? Say, I don't think A tier in my opinion, but I think I did solid, clear B for sure. Is where I'm definitely wanting to be at for sure. I think that's fair for 114. I remember that I was going there and someone charged at me from the other end of the hallway. It was a guy doing a 0 to hero, and he was after the same task, but I apologised for shooting too, and he went, oh no, it's fine, he healed himself up, which I was using a fucking a kedder, so yeah, it didn't do that much damage to him. So he just let me have it and let me loot, and he just left and just said he'll come back in the next one and do it. So whoever that was, you're a legend. So the next one is 206. Yeah, that's another E tier for me easily. The only reason this is not down in an F tier is because you need it for one task, and that is it. You need it for one task. Very common that you can find it. It's absolutely worthless. It's ultra cheap as well, and all you've got to do is open 206, look at the water inside, boom, you've done it. I don't think you even need to extract. Even if you die, you can just go and complete task, and that's literally it, and you get some water filters and water, and obviously some experience, and I think a wee bit of money on top of it from a therapist quest very early on as well. So the only reason it's not going down here is just solely for the fact that it's got one task tied to it. Even at that, it's kind of sinking to fence really. 103, I don't think 103 is anything good. Apparently from my notes when I went through it a couple of times, it was just loose loot that I came across and nothing that special. So yeah, I think it's D tier. It's almost on par with this, but the fact that, you know, on some rare occasions you can definitely get some pretty okayish loot out of it just by pure luck, I think that just scraped up to D tier in my opinion. So definitely some loose loot to be had, but I think from my experience it wasn't anything special. But I suppose if you keep going and going and going, you'll finally get something good. But I would rather have other keys on me that are going to guarantee me something a bit more juicy for sure. We've got 108. Why do I like the sound of 108? Actually, so this has, from my notes I said this had a PC in it. It also had some other loots in it. It had drawers and loose loot. Drawers have always been very good to me, so I think I have to put this in C tier for that alone. I think the other two finds are just too much of a gamble to say, oh, you definitely get it or keep it if you find it in raid. But on saying that, I do believe that drawers are really good. Every time I search for drawers, I always get something that's very expensive, like an SSD and SMT, or what was the other thing that I got from there not long ago? It was pretty expensive. I have forgotten. I'll just have to leave. That's a lot of waste time. But yeah, drawers do very well for me, so I think C tier for that is definitely fine. 118, I think 118 is a good room, so I do remember that one off the top of my head for sure. Let me have a wee look. 118, 118. Am I being blind? Are you blind? 118 to 118 to 118. Ah, here we go. Oh no, it's not. I'm thinking of something else. It's loose loot and jackets, 2 of them that I put down from when I, again, when I was just coming out of the room. Again, it'll be a very cheap key, won't be worth that much, and for 2 jackets and some loose loot, yeah, I think D tier is a fair little thing to say about this. I don't think it's should be any higher really. What other ones should? Well, you have 203 apparently. Kind of hard to read because this website cropped these pretty hard for a moment. 203. What did I put down? Actually, like, oh yeah, that's false. It's just the one room with a duffel bag. Yeah, sure, E tier. That duffel bag saves it from a fence tier, honestly. But yeah, not really worth it. I would just pretty much sell it on, or if you've got no other keys to bring with you, or if it's not going to waste any better keys slots on your key tool or your docs case, then yeah, sure, bring it with you. But kind of a worthless key overall. 204 is a so this is the only one within the 2 buildings that has, I don't know what you'd call it. It's a elongated silver and white, like a elongated kind of narrow kind of safe. It's one of the ones that's got a little tiny safe, like a little safety deposit box, and it's got a whole weapon safe underneath it. So it's got that in there, and it's loose loot. You know, the fact that it's got this, by the way, that safe kind of does act as a normal like safe that you find in most locked rooms or even some unlocked rooms, and it does have a weapons, plus it does have some loose loot. So oh god, is it A tier? Is it A tier? I don't think the key's even that expensive. I think because the key's pretty cheap, if my memory serves me right. I think A tier is definitely where it's been at for sure. Pardon me again. 218. Yeah, from my little recollection, it is just loose loot in here. So again, that would just be another E tier. It's not really worth it. But as always, if it has the space and it's not going to waste anything else, then sure, go for it. This one I think might be a little bit one of these 2. I think 220. I had some really good things to say about 220 if my memory serves me right. Here we go. So there's a task for it. I think there might be more than one, but there's definitely a task where you need this key, so that's really good. It's very common to find from my experience, and it's usually for about 20-ish grand. I would take a couple. There's a jacket, there's a duffel bag, and there's loose loot in it, and yeah, I think there's like 1 or 2 tasks on it you have to do, so it's a pretty good key to have, and it's always worthy bringing. I think B tier. I don't think A tier. I can't put it up with that, but I think B tier is definitely the best one for it as well. So this is this 303 by any chance? So this one is random. I said there's just random loot stuff lying about, and there is a weapons case in there as well. So I think in that case, let's look at weapons case. I think C. It's all right. It's nothing special. I suppose it's worth bringing, but I don't think it'll ever bring you just much joy. I think it'll just help you bulk up your little kind of raid for money wise, and it might come across something you like. And even on the reverse day, you might come across something very expensive in that room, but I think it's kind of mid tier. It's just it's a whatever type of key. Aha! We have the G desk, the guard's desk key. Very good ammo, potentially grenades. There can be other things spawning on there, and you can get keys in there as well. And I think you can't even get. Don't quote me this, but I think you can also get labs cards in there on the rarest occasion. So the fact you can get keys spawning there potentially, you can get really good ammunition and grenades as well. Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, there's a weapon crate in there as well. Thank God I had a look at my notes. So a weapons crate, and this key goes for really cheap. It's like 9,000 as well. It's really, really cheap. I think I think people are sleeping on G desk. I think, in my honest opinion, I think this is where it needs to be, is up here. I think that's definitely the right one for sure. So, which brings us to the final key. I know this one is the one I definitely bashed the most because I found 2 of them. Literally, I used the last one, the key broke call me, and less than 24 hours later, I found one in the office jacket pockets in factory, again, which I made a little video on. Again, I'd recommend go checking it out. There'll be a wee calling card at the top, potentially. But this is the Dorms marked 314 room. The best one for sure. It is grown up here. It's extremely expensive if you are even that lucky to have the option to buy it. You can sell this on the market, although I have never seen someone actually sell it. I think people prefer to use it. I think it could go anywhere between 1 mil to 3 mil, but I think after they nerfed this, just as this wipe happened, the one we're going through right now, I think it lost a lot of its value. People just don't think it's worth selling anymore because it's just worth using. So what is so good about this key? So this is the only there's marked rooms in almost every location, I believe, within Tarkov. This marked key allows you to get up into the top floor of the biggest dorms room. You go up to the top stairs, take the furthest left, and it's the last door on your right of the hallway you open. And so many good things can spawn here. The best thing being a red access key card, so that is really epic as well. So you can get that. You can get some of the rarest. You can get some of the rarest weapons. Some of the most decked out weapons. You can get card holders that can have anywhere from some of the cheapest access card all the way up to red access key card. You can get key tools that can have keys on them already. They go for a flat mill. And you can also get dots cases, which are going for about 600,000 at the moment of recording this video as well. And I think the access key card apparently is going for 40 mil for the red access key card, plus some of the other ones are worth a few millions by itself. So it is an absolute S tier. You only get 25 uses, and every chunky player goes there with all their helmets and level 6 armor. So yeah, just prepare to go into absolute full-blown war. Bring your best guns, bring your best armor, bring your biggest backpack and satchel, bring all the grenades, and bring everything just to fight to your death pretty much, because that's what happens. Also, I would recommend for the marked room as well, if you're fortunate enough to have this key in general, bring a flashlight, because it is so easy to miss some of the smallest little things that spawn in that circle. Also, the thing can spawn at both of the chairs, so look for the chairs. Also, there's a mount of dart to the kind of upper left hand side of the wall of the room inside of it. Apparently in rare cases things can spawn in that as well, so again, have a wee nosy, see if anything pops up for you to pick up as well. So bring a flashlight so you can easily, because it's a very dark room and it's so incredibly easy to miss something that could be worth millions on there for sure. And make sure you bring a wallet with some money in you so you can do the car extract, the Dorms VX extracting, so you can just get your stuff, loot about, wait after it hits 24 minutes and 59 seconds, or it's lower than that, you can extract without any consequences of an early extraction. But yeah, best key in customs, and arguably one of the best keys you can get your hands on, period, in my opinion. But again, that's all of mine's here. So just to summarise, we've got fenced here, which is portable cabin key, we have trailer cabin, we have unknown key, we have the 308, the 306 and the 315. E tier is portable bunkhouse, 206, 203 and 218. D tier is 104, 103 and 118, I believe, as well. C tier is gas storage, 105, 110, 108 and 303 as well. B tier is gas office room, military checkpoint key, we've got 114 and 220. A tier is USEC stash and 204, and scav tier is the factory emergency exit key, director's office key, G desk key in my opinion. That's probably one of the most controversial ones on here. And of course the Dorms Mark 314 key is definitely the best one for sure. So again, sorry for this being so long. Hopefully the next one I can speed it up and cut some of my waffling out and just get straight to the point. But hopefully you just liked this video. If you disagree with any of these, make your own little tier list video down in the description, and again, I'll reply to it to see if I agree or disagree with you as well. And again, thank you very much to everyone who watched to the very end. It's greatly appreciated. There'll be more coming. I'm thinking about doing a reserve one as well, doing a reserve key tier list video as well. Also, I'll be making other Tarkov shots as well. I'll be making them and also making some more EFT tips and tricks and news videos as well. So thank you very much for the support. This was all done over my Twitch at TV High Roller. I live stream that every night at 8 PM British summertime. There'll be a link in the description, followed by with my Twitter, my TikTok and my Reddit. They're all down in the description as well. My Twitter is TV High Roller and my TikTok is High Roller Clips as well, and my Reddit is TV_high_roller, all caps. So all the links are in the description. If you could hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, of course leave that comment down below. Help small content creators like myself, and it just supports me a lot, and it's free of course. So again, much appreciated. Thank you very much for sticking to the very end. More videos to come, more on other platforms, and of course live streaming every night on Twitch. So yeah, I'll wrap up there. Thank you very much for the support. I love yous all, and as always, keep on rolling. See yous.